But Donald Trump, your guy, the actual president of the United States, and all of his insider trading, that if there was even a possibility of Nancy Pelosi's being true, it would still, by tens of thousands, dwarf whatever it was that she may have made. And Nancy Pelosi. Send. Yeah, you gotta love that. Nancy Pelosi or Gavin Newsom never cheated in an election. No, they never did. Yeah. Now, I love the fact that these dummies, like this guy right here, Steve something or other, he's bringing up Nancy Pelosi. Ladies and gentlemen, what do they love to say that Nancy Pelosi did? They love to talk about Nancy Pelosi and her insider trading. That's what they love to talk about. Yeah. Now, and Nancy Pelosi was investigated by the House of Representatives, Republicans. Yeah, they're so fucking dumb. But you see, you know what they found on Nancy Pelosi? Not a goddamn thing. Yeah, they didn't find anything. They didn't find any evidence of her insider trading. And, you know, like let's ask Steve McNaughty now. Let's see if they even are a part of reality. I know they're not going to. He's not going to say anything about this. But Steve, go ahead. Give us your thoughts right now on Donald Trump, the fucking president of the United States, not a House of Representative, not that person, or even as high as the Speaker of the House, but Donald Trump, your guy, the actual president of the United States, and all of his insider trading, that if there was even a possibility of Nancy Pelosi's being true, it would still, by tens of thousands, dwarf whatever it was that she may have made, which, again, we know that she didn't, because remember that part earlier? I know that MAGA doesn't know any of this stuff. Remember what we just spoke about earlier? It was already proven that she didn't do any of that. But okay, let's just pretend that it was. How much has, and by the way, this is just Donald Trump. This is not the entire Republican Party that I'm talking about, which are all doing this, and they are all making money hand over fist, and it's all being led by Donald Trump, and they are all taking full advantage of it right now. We've never seen a crime spree this bad in office in our entire lives, and we never will be. But let's just pretend that Nancy Pelosi's was some bit of money that she made through insider trading. Let's talk about Donald Trump and the amount of money that he has made as the president of the United States, insider trading while he's in office. Now, I guarantee you Steve is not going to talk about that. This is what I'm talking about when I say that they are completely and utterly clueless, just like the MAGA dummy of the day that I showed you at the beginning of this video, where I pointed out to you, he's talking about the Democrats cheating and gerrymandering, but he doesn't at all want to talk about how the Republicans are the ones who do it and not the Democrats, but it's actually the Republicans doing it. And this entire big fight that happened this past year and into this year, where they started by actually trying to gerrymander and then doing it and actually gerrymandering Texas, that all started with Donald Trump himself calling Greg Abbott down in Texas and saying, "Can you do me a favor, okay? Can you do me a favor? I deserve 5 more seats, okay? So do the districts over again, okay? Do that for me." And then Democrats then went on the other side and said, okay, we're going to do the same thing. But that doesn't count, though, to Republicans. The MAGA dummies, they don't care about who started it and the fact that they did it and the fact that they do it all of the time. No, they're not going to talk about that. They want to talk about how the Democrats did it.